Most people think success solves problems. More money, more freedom, more opportunities, more happiness, that's the dream, and for a while, it's true, but then something strange starts happening. The promotion you wanted becomes normal. The salary you dreamed about feels average. The lifestyle you worked years to build becomes your new baseline, and suddenly, you're running faster than ever, yet feeling no closer to enough. Psychologists call this one of the most dangerous traps in modern life, because the more successful you become, the easier it is to feel like you're still losing. And that's the success trap nobody talks about. The most dangerous thing about success isn't failure. It's how quickly success becomes normal. Here's something that almost every high achiever recognizes. The first time you got a raise, it felt incredible. The second time, pretty good. The fifth time, you expected it. The first time you hit your income goal, you celebrated. 2 years later, that number felt like just the floor, and the goal quietly moved. Again, this isn't a discipline problem. This isn't a gratitude problem. This is a brain problem, and it has a name. Researchers studied lottery winners 1 year after their win. They expected to find extremely happy people. What they found instead surprised everyone. Within 1 year, lottery winners reported almost the same happiness levels as before they won. The windfall had worn off, the brain had adapted, and the new normal was exactly where the old normal was, just with more money in the account. The science behind this is called hedonic adaptation, or the hedonic treadmill. Here's what it means in simple terms: your brain has a happiness set point. A level of happiness you naturally return to no matter what happens to you. Win the lottery, get the promotion, buy the dream house. After the initial excitement fades, you return to roughly the same emotional baseline. Because your brain adapted, what was new became normal, what was exciting became expected, and what was expected became invisible. Here's a simple version of this. Research found that people who moved to a better neighborhood to improve their happiness reported significant happiness gains right after moving. But within a few months, the new neighborhood just became home, the happiness faded, and they were already thinking about the next upgrade. Same brain, new address, same feeling. So why does the brain keep resetting? The honest answer goes back a long time. For hundreds of thousands of years, human survival depended on never being satisfied. A satisfied hunter stops hunting. A content tribe stops building shelter. Contentment was dangerous, so the brain evolved to prevent it. To constantly scan for what's missing. To always feel like there's more to do, more to get, more to become. That drive kept humans alive. But in the modern world, it keeps successful people feeling like they're failing, even when every external measure says otherwise. Psychologists have a name for this specific feeling. They call it the arrival fallacy. It's the belief that once you reach a certain goal, everything will finally feel right. When I hit 6 figures, I'll feel secure. When I get the promotion, I'll feel successful. When I pay off the debt, I'll feel free. And then you get there, and it does feel good for a while, and then it just feels like Tuesday. Here's the part that makes this a trap, not just a feeling. The more ambitious you are, the harder the adaptation hits. Because ambitious people don't just set one goal. They set a new one the moment the old one is reached. The target moves before the feeling even settles, so they never actually arrive. They just get better at chasing. And here's the cruel part. From the outside, they look incredibly successful. From the inside, they often feel like they're behind, even at the top of their field, even with every metric pointing upward. Still running, still not enough. So what do you do about a brain that refuses to be satisfied? Here's what the research actually suggests. 1. Slow down the adaptation deliberately. Researchers found that varying your experiences, rather than constantly upgrading them, keeps the brain from adapting as quickly. The same meal is better when you don't have it every day. The same win is sweeter when you genuinely let it land before chasing the next one. 2. Separate achievement from identity. The treadmill gets faster when your sense of self depends on the next goal. When who you are is tied to what you've done, the moment the achievement normalizes, you feel like you're disappearing. Separating the two slows the treadmill. 3. Notice what already became normal. The salary you have now was once a dream. The life you're living, someone else is still hoping for, not to stop you from wanting more, but to see clearly what you actually already have. Here's the truth about the success trap. Your brain was not built for arrival, it was built for pursuit. And the pursuit never ends, not because you're failing, because you're human. The question isn't how to stop the treadmill, you can't. The question is whether you're running towards something or just running. Real success isn't the moment you reach the goal. It's the life you build in between the goals, in the ordinary Tuesdays. In the already arrived moments your brain called normal too fast. The trap isn't success. The trap is believing that one more level of success will finally feel like enough. It won't. Because the people running hardest are often the last ones to read something like this, but they're the ones who need it most.